Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first session of the WordPress class. And in this session, I'll be basically talking about like the introduction. It's just the introduction session, and all the other sessions in this um, class. So basically, we'll be talking about like this one, the first one, the introduction. We'd also be talking about domain and hosting, which would be the second session. We'd also be talking about installing WordPress, how to set up your WordPress and stuff. And also would be talking about the WordPress dashboard. The WordPress dashboard more like controls the whole website. It more like um, is like the panel that controls whatever you do on the website. So whatever changes you make on the dashboard is what you see on the main website. So we'll be talking about the dashboard and a few things. We'll also be talking about WordPress themes. How do you get your website structure up using WordPress? This is made possible by themes. We'll be talking about that, and we'll also be talking about WordPress plugins. Plugins are coming very handy when you want to like perform some certain tasks that you might not really want to spend a lot of time writing code, which is basically the idea of this course. Because WordPress is very cool because you don't have to write code. You don't have to spend so much time sitting down and trying to like custom code a website. WordPress makes it possible for you to simply just drag and drop and arrange stuff on your page very easily. So those are like the beautiful things or beautiful advantages of using WordPress. We'll also be talking about page builders. Page builders are very, like I talked about, the whole drag and drop thing. Yeah, it comes in very handy when you want to like get a website up without touching code. That's basically how interesting it is. We'll also be talking about templates. How do you quickly build websites as fast as possible? Yeah, it's made possible through the help of templates. And I'll be showing you how to get templates, how to use them, how to edit them. How to speedily build up your website. In a couple of hours, and you're good. We'll also be talking about the blog setup. How do you set up a blog? How do you customize your widget? How do you just we'll be talking about the blog aspect and getting your blog up and running basically. And then we'll be talking about WooCommerce. That's like the e-commerce part. Like WooCommerce is more like a plugin that makes it very easy for you to like display your products on your website and get people pay for it. So that's what we'll be talking about too. And also we'll be talking about SEO, search engine optimization. How do you optimize your sites for search engines? How do you make Google and other search engines easily find your website? That's what we'll be talking about too. We'll also be talking about earning with web design, and I would also be showing you my fail-proof tips to earning with web design. And lastly, we'll be talking about best WordPress practices. So, what are the best things? What are the things that we advise you to do when working with WordPress? You wouldn't want to make very silly mistakes that cost you um, over time. So, you want to be safe. That's what we'll be talking about in that last session. That's the last one. That's the 14th. So basically, this class is going to be coming in 14 parts. This already the first one, which is the introduction. So also, that being talked about, would go into why you should consider using WordPress. Basically, what is WordPress? WordPress is simply the easiest and most powerful blogging and website content management system. Breaking it down, You use blogs to build, e-commerce, online stores, business websites, membership websites, portfolio websites, forums, etc. Like you can do so much with WordPress. That's how beautiful it is. And how what one more thing that makes it very beautiful, especially beautiful, is how you don't need to write code to get a website up. I've worked on a lot of projects that I didn't have to write a single line of code. I didn't have to write a single line of HTML or CSS or PHP for back end. I didn't have to write like a single line of code to get that website up, and I was paid. So basically, there is something here. There is something here. Definitely, there is something here. Now, why should you consider using WordPress? Um, the first thing is that a lot of websites you see out there use WordPress. A lot of websites. Um, Around 80% of websites use WordPress. 80%. That's crazy. That's crazy because out of every 10 websites you see on the internet, eight of them were built using WordPress. That's really impressive. That's to tell you there's something here. There is something here. You know, as you can see here, PSP, PlayStation, yeah, they use WordPress. Let's check them out. PlayStation uses WordPress. Um, the Pioneer Woman, I don't know who these guys are. They use WordPress. WordPress. The White House uses WordPress. If the White House uses WordPress, you should know that there is something there for you. Wow, that's interesting. So this is just showing you how beautiful what using WordPress is. This is showing you how much you can do with WordPress. This is the blog built by like this PlayStation blog. Um, WordPress, beautiful. So this was built by WordPress. You can do the same thing. You can do this using WordPress without writing code. It's beautiful, basically. It's really, really beautiful. Yeah. So that's to show you how much you can do with WordPress basically. Um a lot of websites, like I said, they use WordPress, and all you need to do from start to finish without touching one line of code is just select your template, stuff that we'll still be talking about much later. And that's basically fantastic. That's amazing. Now, what are the benefits of using WordPress? There are lots of benefits of using WordPress, but basically, it's simple to use. It's absolutely free. So this here, what you can see here is free, totally free. Totally free. You see here that hundreds of thousands of developers, content creators, and site owners gather at monthly meetups. Basically, these are people that actually volunteer to update these softwares, to update these things, and that's what makes WordPress that's successful today. How many people, like the size of the WordPress community, how many people are basically involved in this thing. It's beautiful, very beautiful. So basically that's one of the benefits of using WordPress. The another benefit of using WordPress is that you don't need to know code. You don't need to know how to code. You know, you really do not need that. You don't need to, go into HTML and CSS and stuff. You don't need to. You don't need to go into all that. You basically can code your website from start to finish without touching code. And also there are a lot of free plugins. We'll still be talking about plugins in the up like in a session in one of our sessions coming up. And basically, what are plugins? They extend the functionality of your website. So basically, you might have a plugin for um, to handle your contact form. So basically, without touching code, you were able to like click install, click activate, and it it started working for you. That's how easy it is to use WordPress. If I were to leave somebody to custom code that particular plugin, it would take the person a whole lot of time to arrive at what they arrived at. But WordPress is just filled with code, like a lot of code in the back end that helps you not write code. Let me say that again. Yes, WordPress is, you don't need to write code using WordPress, right? But then it's possible because of the time that a lot of people have spent developing it. There, it's that's what makes it easy for us. That's what makes it easier for us, basically. So everything you are seeing here, these themes, because these are actually themes, you see how they look different from each other. It's made possible because people actually spent the time to write the code that we don't have to write, basically. I'm a coder. I write code too. But then the thing is that it's still very beautiful having to, quickly get a website up without, touching code as fast as possible for your clients. Because yes, you would definitely want to use something like that, get a website up as quickly as possible, no touching code and stuff. It's very, 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 very possible. So basically, that is one of the benefits of using WordPress. Also, there are a lot of themes to choose from. I showed you these themes, right? Now there are a lot of themes to choose from. Let's get to their themes page. You would see how many themes are there. Like a lot of themes are here. It's crazy. It's crazy. Hello Elementor, this is a very, very cool team. Like very, 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 very cool team. I don't know of what this figure is here, 3009, but I don't think that's actually the number of themes. I don't think that's actually the number of themes on WordPress. Let's check. How many themes are on WordPress? How many total themes? How many total teams are on WordPress? So basically, what did I just do here? Okay, you see there are 11,000 themes. Okay, on theme first, not the on WordPress dashboard. What I'm trying to show you here is basically what would help you in your WordPress journey. You definitely would not get every single thing in a course. No matter how many you take, no matter who teaches you, you will definitely not get, yes, you get a lot. I'm not saying you won't get a lot, but when I mean everything, you can't have every question answered. That's why you have to use Google. Google is your best friend, whatever you're doing. So ask questions on Google, you know, basically anything you don't have any idea about. Google is like your best bet. Just go there, type in whatever you want, and I promise you there is someone somewhere that had already asked your question. There is someone somewhere that had already given the answer that you need. So basically, why don't you why wouldn't you want to use WordPress? Why wouldn't you want to use Google? Like it's just great to help you, you know, answer whatever questions you have on your mind. So basically that's it. I My guess is that there are a lot. I think there are much more than 3,000. So I don't know why this is here, but there are much more than 3,000 basically. So these are themes that you can download here. Now basically you wouldn't want to be setting up your themes like this. Don't worry, when we get to themes you'll understand why. Because one if you okay if you want to install a theme here, you would have to first click download. You see, I have to click download, and then it downloads to my laptop. You see it's downloading already, but I wouldn't want to take this step because if I it's going to be like take it's going to take a longer time to get a theme on my website. So what I want to do now is just calm down, because okay, yes, downloading the theme is actually cool if you want to build websites offline, but we wouldn't be doing that in this course. We are going to make it straight up very easy for you to get your website up, get your domain up, get your hosting up, and we'll still be talking about them later, but just stay with me. We'll get all that up and show you the easiest way to set up your website. You don't need to download, you don't need to go offline and stuff. So basically, if you were going to take this route now, you'll be downloading and going up to your website to upload. You see, that's like too much. You get, that's too much. So would still show you how to easily install once and for all on your website dashboard. It's just one click and it's installed, one other click and it's activated, and you're good to go, basically. So that's it for that. There is guaranteed website security due to the large community of developers improving it. Basically, you have, like I said the other time, a lot of people are working on this tool, you know, and one of the things too that they really improve is the website security. That's the security of the website, and WordPress is very, very secure. That's one thing about WordPress. Basically, you can one of the other benefits of using WordPress is SEO setup. It makes it easy with some tools that we'll be talking about. Easy mobile adaptability without breaking a sweat. It's very easy for you to build a website these days, and they are mobile compatible. Like, it's very easy. It's very, very easy. Then it was. I remember when I was still building websites with Blogger. Blogger was, wow, um it was really, really cool, back then when we were using it. But one of the things that we had issues with was with mobile, mobile um um adaptability, or I can't find the word right now. It's mobile. What's the word? Basically, the main idea is that it makes it um better to view websites on a mobile device without making it look odd or something. Yeah, let me see if I can. You see, this is another one: mobile WordPress. Let's say how to make your website. You see, you see what I did here now? I forgot something, which is very, very cool, but I just wanted to remember what it was. So using this tool could help you how to make your website mobile responsive. Mobile responsive is the word, basically. So we wouldn't be searching for that. It's responsive I was looking for. So basically, that's it. How to make your site mobile responsive. So then it was very difficult to get your website mobile responsive. So that was like a huge selling point for some people. I could make your website look mobile responsive and stuff. But now, people don't really care about that anymore. Like, people care about it. Don't get me wrong, but it's basically part of a lot of themes that you see. A lot of themes now are mobile responsive. Like, it's not even an option anymore. So that is one of the benefit of using WordPress. There is also a built-in blog, so you don't need to start integrating blogs and stuff. So a blog is inside. It's just up to you to set it up once and for all. That's how it goes, and the interface is quite easy to use. So using WordPress wouldn't like give you a lot of confusion. So that's one of the other benefits of using WordPress to build. So I guess that's here comes the end of this session. um, the introduction, what WordPress is all about, and stuff. And I'll meet you in the next session where we'll talk about the domain and hosting. Thank you for um, thank you for staying around. See you in next class.